in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Wow! He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Sanders now to the air right away. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Now, Sanders. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Open man, and that's Tillman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's Ford.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the lefty Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Now the runner-up in last year's Heisman race, Ashton Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Gino. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That's the 4-time All-Pro Myles Garrett in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. That's into the hands of the rookie, Dante Thornton. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard
The Browns
line.
offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A 1-yard loss.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. On play action, Shedeur. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Sanders. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Give him 19 yards on 3rd and 18. They found a way to get it done. First down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Sanders will throw it. We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They bring Judy in motion. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. From the shotgun, Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
On play action, Smith. He's got the tight end there. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Smith gonna keep this himself. And they're not going to even sniff the 1st down line there. They'll get 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
Mike, I traditionally like zone read on 3rd down, but it's typically 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think at this distance, you're asking a lot out of your quarterback. And in this case, the defense does a nice job rallying, and they're able to force a 4th down.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The far side of midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
Second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Vegas after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. Second down, they need 7 as we are ready to get back underway. Now, Shedeur. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. A Pro Bowler 4 years running, that is Maxx Crosby. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. To throw is Sanders. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. Oh, he gets swarmed under. They meet him in the end zone. It is a safety.
Result of the play.
Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10.
13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 34-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. What an unbelievable unbelievable performance by this pass rush to start this game. And then on the flip side of things, I'm not sure if things could get any worse for this offensive line. I mean, they've got to figure something out, and they've got to do it in a hurry because they are completely outmatched right now at the moment.
On third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
His kick is good. And the Browns will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Dillon Gabriel, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And they will be looking to turn things around. They had the safety, turned it against them the last time they had it, followed by a field goal. So now they operate from behind as they've got it back 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
Schlesinger on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8. Working out of the gun, Smith gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's gonna get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Genty. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Isaiah McGuire for the stop.
At the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 7. Genti going to get it on the zone read. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Sanders. Malcolm Koonce. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Back to the undrafted rookie, Isaiah Bonds. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. That's Lockett downfield. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Throw on the run is complete, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards out.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Smith from the gun on third down. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll run with 4. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now it's Sanders. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Shedeur. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down, Brown.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A run left side with Ford. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Now, Sanders. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 6. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down, and when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
From the gun, it's Gina. Over the middle, that's the tight end balance. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
15 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
On a zone read, they'll hand it to Genty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Gino. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
He was covered by
and at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's got it at the 7, and he's in! Brock Bowers, touchdown Raiders.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
Now Sanders on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
On the return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Raiders offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Run right up the gut with Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, that's Thornton. A 2nd down throw for Smith. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
And a fair catch. is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They go play action now with Sanders. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Adam Butler getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the 1st down.
Sanders on 3rd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, here's under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Myles Garrett. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Malik Collins getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. That one out wide to 4. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's good for a Browns.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On the ground, this is 4. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns 1st down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a second and a yard. They'll run a toss play, and it's full. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's second down and 6. Here's Sanders to throw. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
One broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Genti. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, Smith. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now, give to Genti, running right. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Back at the 27.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Smith. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here's 4. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Sanders to throw on second down. This pass caught by Judy. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On third down, Sanders. Set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 14.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here comes the rookie, Quinshawn Judkins. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him, and up the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. To return, it is Zamir White. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Smith. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught by Bowers. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most to gain a 43 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this 4th quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
17 yards.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Here's Genty. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. That is caught, and he's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Now Shedeur on 1st down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Ford heading left. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st down, Browns.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Ford. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It is 2nd down and 5. They'll run once more with 4. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Cleveland.
Browns, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, and that's Tillman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now, Shedeur. Here's a screen set up for 4.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Smith gonna keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The tackle made by
the Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 12-yard line.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Smith. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lockett headed in motion. From the gun, it's Gino. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 39
The Browns
yards.
going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock.
46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.